This is Onrush, which is an adrenaline thrill ride of vehicles and smashing and wreckage. It's awesome. So we're just going to show off some of the things right away. So this is very much a single player and then really truly a multiplayer based experience. There's also ranked play, which is coming very shortly after launch, and of course custom game options for choosing different types. But first off, we're going to take a look at the gear. So loot crates are heavily focused here. They're how you get like special decorations for your vehicles. It's kind of fun how the car comes and smashes it. So you're getting like different kind of skins for your vehicles, or you're getting character costumes, as to say. Or taunts too, because taunts are available. Then I just open up a couple of these so you get an idea kind of what you get when you get the crates. You get them quite often. They don't really do anything other than being cosmetic, so not at all a big deal in this one. Ooh, boom, nice. So with that, we can go to personalize, and we can change our character. Large, diverse cast of weird guys, doing whatever you'd like. I guess we'll go back to that. Customize, so you can change their outfit. You can buy new outfits for them too. If you want to change their style, you can select their celebration. You know, for when the guys are dancing at the end of matches. And you can do some tricks too. No footer, no hands. You know, show off things, right? So that's that aspect. Then there's the vehicles. So there's a host of different vehicles that you can choose from. You kind of unlock more as you play in the single player, but in the multiplayer you can sort of just choose whatever you'd like. And then once you have a vehicle, you can also pick the style of it, the color, the look. And I mean, there are many options. And you can also just buy the options with the credits you earn. There's daily deals for buying things too. You can also customize your tombstone. Ooh, a hockey one. That's really cool, but I think I want the boom because that looks really neat. And then you'll see that when you're actually playing the game. So let's jump into first the single player and then the multiplayer. So first off, in the custom game setting, there are an impressive amount of just options in this. So there's a ton of different tracks to play, and you can play them in all the different seasons: summer, autumn, winter, spring. You can change the time of the day, night, dusk, dawn. It's pretty cool how fast the time speed is. Like basically how fast the game time, like the gameplay is, how quick it is. And then there's also different modes, but there's not a lot of modes. And that's one aspect that feels a little bit limited in this. So there's a different selection of single player, not a ton however. So you kind of move through this section and you're just kind of doing different races with different challenges. And there's like a presentation video for every time you go into it, which is sort of cool. I guess this is more of a bike one, so I'm going to try to find a car one. There we go. Different cars for different situations. And you're going to see that this is absolutely gorgeous. The game is just very visually impressive. And there are two options when it comes to playing on the Xbox One X, which is where the footage is being taken. You can prioritize the frame rate, or you can prioritize the resolution. We're going to do that right now. So first off, I'm playing in the resolution style. Just kind of, you know, get a second, take a look at it, just so your eyes can be like, okay, this is this, and then this is this. We're going to switch over here. So you die occasionally. I got destroyed right off the bat, which is sorrowing, but, you know, whatever. Cool, so there it is. It's gorgeous, you know, it's pushing for a 4K, it's got high-res textures on this console, it's beautiful, it's very impressive, and I personally prefer this version. Wow, seriously, I usually don't get hit this much right off the bat. The AI tends to kind of leave you a little bit alone, but they're being really aggressive all of a sudden. Because like you saw, I was only available for like a few seconds and dying. Okay, so we've got to look here at the you know, the resolution one, and then you go to start, settings, and you can prioritize the frame rate and see that instantly. There's also a photo mode. You know, and you can change different details, like your composure, screen filters, frames, frame intensity. Throw a logo on there. Tombstone, you know, you can put that up if you'd like. Vehicle effects, dirt, and, you know, so forth. Kind of a really fancy camera feature. Yep. And now you can see the immediate boost in that nice high FPS there, right? So what we're trying to do the entire time is just be boosting. You're going fast. It's not a typical race. Smash that guy. Like, it's not a typical racing game, no, not in the slightest. It does something new and fresh and fun, which I think is kind of awesome. So it's all about speed, boosting, building up your charging meter by boosting. So boosting fills up that 100% meter there, and you go into like a Onrush turbo mode where you just smash things. But the goal is to constantly be moving and constantly be doing things. So with the modes, you're basically either trying to run through gates, which is not what we're doing right now. Oh, that looked cool. Or you're trying to smash and eliminate opponents, and you're doing it as a team, which is really interesting. We got our Onrush now. So that's the super strong ability that did nothing for me, and I got absolutely destroyed. Seriously, I've never been killed this much in a race. It's definitely because I'm filming. Anyways. So you're trying to build it up, and you're just trying to win rounds. It's all round-based. So you're trying to win 3. First team to do so. Obviously, you're in the 2 teams here. So it's kind of nice and a little bit more friendly too if you're not too good at racing. See, I like to play racing games. I've warmed up to them more, but I still love the kind of dirty element of it, of just smashing into things and having a good time. And this one really does sort of make that easy to do. So we're going to switch back to resolution just because I'm a fan of it. Sorry. I think it looks gorgeous, and I don't mind in this one too much. But it is interesting the advantage that would provide playing multiplayer, having FPS against resolution. By default, it's favoring the FPS, by the way. So you actually have to manually go and change it. So I'm a little bit ahead, which is not good, so people will be smashing into me, or I will destroy myself. But the goal is essentially to win each of the rounds and then win the match. They're fast-paced. Games don't take very long, and they're a lot of fun. It's not really as focused as other racing games. Like, I mean, I do wish they had maybe some more modes to it, and I hope that they maybe add some later. And that would be cool, because, I mean, you could do more things with this. The potential's there. They've got a really good base option going here. And, yeah, it's just a hell of a lot of fun. It's fucking awesome, to be honest. Yeah, but I can see the issue where some people will be like, oh, there's not a lot of gameplay or a lot of content here. And wow, I am playing absolutely horrible. Sorry. So I get that element, but it's also, there's a lot of depth here too in the core game. Ooh, looks like we're getting some environmental stuff going on. Basically, you know, all the cars, they have different sort of options and abilities to them. They all impact the world differently, they all do different things for your team, so it's good to have a variety of vehicles. And I mean, in the multiplayer, it's a lot of fun too, you know? You got different people, you can have a good time without feeling too pressured, because, I mean, you're part of a larger team, get smashed. And it's just really cool, you're just driving around, doing big jumps, and enjoying, like, a very gorgeous world. I mean, look at all the particle effects, the visuals. It's kind of like, sort of a fantasy style, but not really. It does have that realistic look to it. And it's nice to see the car just get battered up like crazy. It's awesome. So we're going to win shortly, I think. Still need a fair bit of points, but should be over this round, and then we'll kind of maybe do a quick look at the different seasons and then the multiplayer. So if you've also been noticing, there are the ghosts. Well, they're not really ghosts. They're considered like cannon fodder, which is what they are. And they kind of just build up extra points. You're getting boosting by smashing things and doing jumps. They're just an extra to make it look cooler, I guess. And you can also see in the left there's like match challenges I had to do for bonuses. I mean, there's just like a ton going on, and the fact that it looks so nice is just an extra bit of awesome on top of everything. I am going a little bit too fast though. Everyone is behind me. When you're playing multiplayer, they just kind of like catch you up if you fall behind too much. So it's nice that they keep the pace going for everybody. Now we're too far behind, but we got the big boost, the Onrush. I don't know. Oh, yeah. That's not good. That's not good at all. Nice. Yeah, I had a rough like wrecks that round. But I mean, that kind of shows off what this is about generally. At least the core experience, you know, doing the races. I don't really have any cool taunts or moves at the end, so I know the other people do. Oh yeah, lots of swagger there. They get down. And then you've got a rank that you build up and you get medals and blah blah blah. Who cares? It's quite irrelevant. Alright, so this is a winter race in what is possibly the most beautiful map here. We're also playing on the mode where you're trying to go through the gates. What is going on today? I don't understand. Anyways, you're trying to go through the gates to kind of get points. I wanted to show the other mode too. So we'll just pick a different vehicle. I want to get sort of a variety of what you can drive, like showcase that. There's also like teams too. They don't really do too much, but they're fun to have, little alliances. I was hoping the winter track might have a little bit more of a snowy chill to it. So we'll have to see. Just really want to give an idea of like the weather conditions. Like usually this is a super colorful, vibrant map, and it's a little bit darker now. And we'll do a little bit before switching off to the next season, just so you can get an idea of things. And here's the same map in autumn, but we changed the day to morning. It was dawn before.
Assist.
Jeez. No. I just maybe have really bad starts nowadays. That was my fault entirely, but let's do something silly like a motorbike. That would be cool. There are different types of vehicles too. I was trying to do like a 360 there, but it was not a good idea. My bad. It looked embarrassingly bad. There we go. Now some nice sunnier looking areas. Gorgeous little pools there. Look really nice. Okay, I think we're gonna switch up to the sort of multiplayer. I don't think the seasons were too varied for some reason, but there are the different seasons that you can do, and they do influence the look and sort of the feel of the different maps in the game. Alright, so now we're on the multiplayer, which is a little bit better for showcasing the seasonal changes right there.
Captured.
Kind of rolling along. And it would appear that I've gotten ahead of everybody, which is never good.
New zone.
There we go. So we're chasing zones in this one. And that's the goal here. And you can kind of see it's just like this intense multiplayer game where people you just quick matchmake. You just end up a match really fast, you know, and they just kind of switches between the game modes. There's no like tuning or anything like that. You just go in and have a good time. There's like the scoreboard area that you can pop up there, and you boost around just blasting into people. It's fantastic. So I mean, Onrush has been really fun. It has been a really neat game. It does racing differently. It's not even really racing, but it kind of is. You're competing. Whoa. Fall back.
Zone captured.
No, I didn't want to do that. Oh crap, that's a waste. There we go, now everybody's up here. But I don't know, it does things differently, and it's a lot of fun to sort of play. I've had a good time with it. I think it definitely does things a little bit differently. Ow, ow.
Lost.
And there's a lot of dynamics to the actual levels too. In the sense that, like, you're just racing along, right? You're not exactly trying to hit positions and everything. So you get some creativity in how you go about things, because you're not actually racing to try to beat everybody. You want to be in the pack and you want to be able to hit them, right? But you can actually traverse through the world in multiple different ways. There's some elements of verticality as you like jump up slopes. There's some like side paths that you can go off of. You can do wild jumps, and you're not really directly trying to like get ahead of anybody. You're just trying to, you know, get near them and hit them and smash them, which is fun. Try a different vehicle. Uh-oh.
Team ahead.
New zone.
Try to catch up here. And I also love how detailed the environments are. I've gone over this, like the particle effects and everything, incredible. The trees look so good. So do the rocks and the textures, they're just gorgeous. But I also love how much of the cars actually mark everything up. Like you can really see it on the dirt and the snow, how the tires are just cutting right into it. Looks like we're getting an intense like blizzard segment in this one. I don't know, I think that element really adds something extra and of a lot of value to it. Look at the lights and the darkness, the way the snow is. It's just crazy. Very gorgeous. And I think the only issue I have is that I'd like to see more modes to it. But I think it's like just something you play in the multiplayer. It's going to be an absolute blast if you like this type of racing game. It's definitely a truly unique sort of experience. Cool, so we switched to another multiplayer game so that you can actually see a different set of environments and levels too. And again, it's just really neat to see the environment getting so marked up by people, so much chaos at once, and it's just a very frantic, exciting game. I don't know, it's kind of like, it's really interesting. It's very different. I don't think there are many other games, driving games, that really do what this one does. And it does so in a very interesting way with a lot of levels, a lot of environmental aspects, and a decent amount of modes. You know, they do the job. But I mean, you get the single player, you got the multiplayer, and then there'll be the ranked options too. So nice little package. That is insanely fun to play. Seriously, I've had just an absolute blast with this one. Whoa! And I'm really like impressed with the visuals too. I think they do, again, look very stunning, gorgeous. And it's kind of nice that you can do this across different times of day. I know a lot of people want the night options and so forth. Crap. And I think I forgot to mention too, there's also support for HDR, which makes the visuals really look good. The lighting is just kind of gorgeous in this, especially in this, you know, the more kind of glowy areas. You get those like reflective surfaces, and really lit up maps. Definitely a good benefit there, and I mean with just in general, it's a huge upgrade. Crap. This is not my my run here, eh? Get up there and do some more damage to help the team out. I find it so weird that people would go on like motorcycles when you just get so easily destroyed, but you know, whatever for the situation. Oh, I guess I really didn't get into it too much, but the tracks are really well developed. Wow, that was depressing. A lot of fun to move through. It's just Onrush is a lot of fun. It's a great time.